Let me ask you an honest question. How many times have you woken up this week in the middle of the night just to rush to the bathroom? Or worse, have you ever had that feeling of finishing urinating, but it seems like something is still stuck inside? If this has been happening to you, I need to tell you something very serious. This is not just an age thing. And before you think that the only solution is expensive medication or surgery, let me tell you a secret. What you put on your plate can be your greatest weapon to protect your prostate. Yes, there are foods, simple, delicious, and often already in your kitchen, that can help relieve those annoying symptoms, reduce inflammation, and even protect against serious problems like prostate cancer. And today I'm going to reveal 7 of these foods, explain why they're so good for your prostate, and teach you how to safely consume each one without overdoing it. So stay with me until the end because besides these valuable tips, I'm also going to tell you which foods you should avoid so you don't sabotage your health without even knowing it. And while you're here, let me know in the comments. Have you been experiencing these symptoms? Or do you know someone who's going through this? I read everything, and it helps us bring even more useful content for you. Let's take care of your prostate and your freedom. The first one on the list is tomatoes, the red guardian of the prostate. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect prostate cells. Studies show that men who consume more lycopene have a lower risk of prostate issues. The big secret is lycopene, that red pigment that gives tomatoes their color. But it's not just for looks. Lycopene is an antioxidant that helps protect prostate cells against inflammation and damage that could lead to prostate enlargement or even cancer. And here's a curious detail. When tomatoes are cooked, like in sauces or soups, lycopene becomes up to 3 times more available for your body to absorb. In other words, eating tomato sauce might even be better than eating raw tomatoes. How to consume safely. 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce per day, or about 3 to 4 medium tomatoes per week. Avoid store-bought sauces that have too much sodium or sugar. The second food is pumpkin seeds. Rich in zinc, they help reduce inflammation and support balanced hormone production, which is essential for prostate health. Zinc also helps reduce prostate size in cases of benign prostatic hyperplasia, that benign enlargement that squeezes the urethra and makes urinating difficult. On top of that, pumpkin seeds contain phytosterols, compounds that help keep the prostate from swelling. How to consume safely. Up to 1 tablespoon per day. Eat them raw or lightly roasted without too much added salt. Now let's talk about elegant salmon, the anti-inflammatory defender. Salmon is famous for being rich in omega-3, a healthy fat that helps reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate. Chronic inflammation is behind prostate enlargement and even some types of cancer. Omega-3 also helps with blood circulation, which is essential for men's intimate health. In other words, it's good for the prostate in your love life too. How to consume safely. 2 to 3 times per week. Best grilled, baked, or steamed. Avoid frying or cooking with too much fat. Our fourth food is liquid but powerful. Green tea, the shield against abnormal cells. Green tea is loaded with catechins, antioxidants that help slow the growth of abnormal cells in the prostate. Plus, green tea improves circulation and helps with weight control, another factor that impacts prostate health. Some studies suggest that men who drink green tea regularly have a reduced risk of developing prostate cancer. But a word of caution. Too much green tea can irritate the bladder, especially for those who already have urinary issues. How to consume safely. No more than 2 cups per day. Avoid drinking it at night so it doesn't interfere with sleep because of the caffeine. Now it's time for our beloved green friend, broccoli, the prostate detoxifier. Its secret is sulforaphane, a substance that helps neutralize toxins that could harm prostate cells. It also contains compounds called glucosinolates, which have protective effects against cancer. And there's more. Broccoli is packed with fiber, helping keep your bowels working well, and a healthy gut also contributes to prostate health. Did you know that? How to consume safely. Lightly steam to preserve nutrients. About 3 times a week is already beneficial. The 6th food on our list is walnuts, the antioxidant shield. They're rich in antioxidants, especially vitamin E, selenium, and phenolic compounds, which help reduce inflammation and protect prostate cells. And there's more. Walnuts also help manage cholesterol and cardiovascular health. Keeping your heart healthy also means good circulation, which is important for men's sexual health. How to consume safely. About 4 to 5 nuts per day. Don't eat the whole bag. They're high in calories. The 7th powerful food for prostate health is berries. Strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries. They're rich in anthocyanins, antioxidants that help protect the DNA of prostate cells from mutations that could lead to more serious diseases like cancer. Plus, they're low in calories and high in fiber, which is great for maintaining a healthy weight and digestive health, and indirectly helps protect the prostate. How to consume safely. About half a cup per day. Prefer fresh or unsweetened frozen berries. Avoid jams packed with sugar. Now, as I promised at the beginning, let me tell you about the other side of the coin. Because it's not enough to just add good things to your plate if you keep eating foods that can inflame the prostate, worsen urinary symptoms, or even increase the risk of more serious issues. So write these down. Here are 4 foods or habits you should avoid or at least reduce significantly. 1. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and other deli meats. They contain preservatives called nitrites and nitrates, which can produce toxic substances in the body and have been linked to a higher risk of cancer, including prostate cancer. 2. Excess saturated fat found in fatty cuts of meat, fried foods, fast food, and too much butter. These fats increase inflammatory processes, something your prostate definitely doesn't need. 3. Excess alcohol. A glass of wine or beer occasionally won't kill you, but overdoing it can irritate the bladder, increase the urge to urinate, and harm prostate health in the long term. Moderation is the key. 4. Excess full-fat dairy. Some studies suggest that too much whole milk, full-fat cheese, or cream can increase the risk of prostate issues. You don't have to cut it out completely, but try alternating with lower-fat versions. So the rule is simple: balance. Eat well, include more natural and protective foods in your meals, and cut back on what inflames or burdens your body. Because in the end, your prostate and your quality of life will thank you. So, did you see how generous nature is with us? Small changes in what you put on your plate can mean better nights of sleep, fewer mad dashes to the bathroom, more confidence, and even less fear when the word prostate comes up. Because the truth is this: men deserve to live without pain, without fear, and without embarrassment. If any of these tips made sense to you, don't just keep it to yourself. Share this video with that friend, uncle, father, or husband you know might be dealing with this but may not have the courage to talk about it. And tell me in the comments, which of these foods do you already eat? And which one surprised you the most for being so good for your prostate? I read all the comments, and it helps us so much to keep bringing you content that truly makes a difference in your life. And of course, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Because men's health is serious business, and you can take care of it by choosing your daily foods wisely. See you in the next video and